Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Vesperia. I am the mysterious JG, and if we wait too much longer, we're going to start hearing the funky music I was kind of humming before, whistling, whatever, not with the other one, but the yeah. Boy, I'm off to a... Thoughts are very disorganized as I begin this edition. It is not 9 p.m. I don't really know what... Well, we are almost on the hour, but it's not 9 p.m. I think my Xbox 360 thinks I'm in Europe. Anyway, so last time we got Estelle back. It's about freaking time. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, and yet the Dracky the Dork fact I'm using, it's not Dracky's fault. But because of my tendency to flip around and try to see what's the next secret mission I gotta be ready for a boss fight, I do tend to know, I tend to have some idea of what might be coming. Although the big one with Raven betraying us because he's actually Schwann didn't come up until like the day before I recorded that fight. Although in the end that didn't matter, and the fact that he was actually an Imperial Knight Captain has never been properly... They didn't ever make that make sense in my mind, but there's no point in dwelling on that now. Things are looking up. We had a full-fledged villain who had kidnapped our girlfriend and was using her magical powers for his own dark ends. It doesn't really make sense to me that he's just hanging out in the background and we didn't do anything about him while fighting our possessed girlfriend. But we did have to like all band together and everybody use your spirits and combine our powers as one. Form Captain Planet. Use the Sailor Scout power of love. I mean, we had one of those sequences, and as somebody who's watched a bit of anime over the years, I'm perfectly familiar with that and okay with that. And we got our girlfriend back, but the villain is headed off somewhere else, and we have to go stop him and save the world. And overall, things are looking up. I think the game is heading towards a conclusion. As I record this, I pre-ordered, so I'm getting a little, like, calendar. Although, had I pre-ordered online through PlayStation 4, which I didn't know about until after I'd already pre-ordered online to get a disc shipped to me, I could have gotten, like, a special PlayStation 4 desktop theme. But at any rate, in my hot little hand, sometime in the next week or so, maybe 2, I'm expecting to have the Final Fantasy X/X-2 HD Remaster Collection for PlayStation 4, and I don't think I'm too far. Again, if you're a fan of my channel and you're watching this, unless you like joined me for this video because you love Tales and you haven't watched anything else on my channel, you're probably I got a couple of different little sub fan bases of my channel, and there's the people who like the Japanese RPG LPs I do. And Final Fantasy X-2 is one that people have asked to see. Final Fantasy X and my Let's Play of that was probably my best Let's Play I've done. And I'm even thinking, like, wow, that might make a good 5,000 subscriber special. Although I'm currently like 4,400 something. Or maybe it's like 4,200. At any rate, it's increasing at a snail's pace. I think I've topped out on my subscribers, basically. But as I've said before, I'm really enjoying Tales of Vesperia, and yet I can't shake the feeling that it's time for it to be over. So let's stop talking and get back to Tales of Vesperia and move it towards the conclusion, which really feels like it should be coming pretty soon. Now, I'm in this room here. I've got Dracky the Dork's Fac open, and it looks like there's I think this entire sit-down session is going to be side quest stuff, honestly. Oh shit, I just realized it's Sunday. I haven't actually made a Tales video public. I need to, between videos, actually go publish one. But yeah, I got Dracky the Dork's Fac. It looks like there's going to be a lot of side questy stuff to do. We want to go to the prison and find Raven, which we neglected to do because I noticed that save point, but this guy's like, hey man, I put Raven in prison. Did you finish talking with Flynn? It's me. I joined the same time as you did. Hey. Wait, there's a guy with you that looks just like Captain Schwan. He said to put him in jail, so I did. Kinda weird, huh? So I'll shut up. Now, I see I don't... There's probably something that's not coming through in the translation there, but... That's Flynn's room, so we need to go to the jail. First, we're gonna get thrown in jail, then we're gonna fall on our ass. Go back to Flynn's room. I don't think I'll have anything new to tell us. Probably annoyed at us for coming back and trying to ransack his place looking for apple gels. Some of Flynn's belongings. There's a letter sealed with a heart-shaped sticker. Oh, nice. Oh, I still can't believe Alexei is a traitor. Sodia. Wait a minute, there's something important here. Don't interrupt. What a bitch. Thank you for saving us, Lady Estelle. We'll take care of Alexei from here. Lady Estelle isn't here. Even Yuri, or Rapide, excuse me, isn't with us now. Various points throughout the game, I've thought about trying to make another character, particularly Judith, possibly even Carol, be the lead that I play as most of the time in combat, and then make them the party leader on these little screens. But when the game just jumps to us controlling one character and wandering around, it's almost always Yuri. It's not always Yuri. It's him a lot more often than not, though, it seems like. We might be farther away from the jail than I realized. Oh, music's not going where I thought it was there. Okay, they got branded as traitors anyway. They're hating. Wait, I'm sorry. What is it? My friend was one of them. Poor guy. I think he's explaining what happened to the knights who were loyal to Alexei, and I think he said some of them went to Zaud, most of them stayed behind, and they're still branded traitors. Some of them went to Zaud. So I kind of skipped past that without really getting the full feel for it. But I think he said some of them did go to the Enduring Shrine of Zaud, which means that probably some of them are going to continue to be on... Did we just go on a loop? Yeah, we did. How the hell do I get out of here, then? There's something I'm missing. Because it did not appear that we could go downstairs. Yeah, we're just in a big loop on this floor. I gotta find the way down or up, or maybe I can talk to you again from scratch. Most of the Royal Guard stayed in the capital instead of going to Zaud. Okay, they got trained as traitors anyway. But that does mean that some of them went to Zaud, right? I think that means that we'll be fighting more of those. Like, there will be a bunch of guards who continue to support Alexei. Oh. The room is locked. I guess I should be looking for doors. So, the royal castle has a room for Estelle, who's a princess, and the room for Flynn, who's just a random knight. At least that's where he was when the game started. He's probably shot up the ranks. Yeah, how do I get down there? There's no escape from this place. The game is over. We're trapped. Seriously, I'm feeling a bit silly, but... How the hell am I supposed to get out of here? When you regain to the control, go to the prison to find Raven. Well, what the... How did I get... I'm not trying to be cute. I am stuck. Is this an elevator down? It kind of looks like one. For some bizarre reason, it looks like I could... Oh, okay, there's... Oh, man, I'm sorry. I was totally baffled there for a bit. So these are... There's decorative doors. Royal Guard were the best of the best, handpicked by Alexei himself. How could it become just a cult to worship Alexei? They were handpicked by Alexei himself. That lends itself to that sort of thing. Well, there's just a whole lot of exploring of this empty castle we could do that probably isn't of value now. You're a royal guard. I'll protect the peace and safety of Zaphia's castle. I'll not allow any to perpetuate injustice. Really? The knights should always be the primary servants of the people. Well, that's not how you seemed to be thinking earlier in the day. You'll get a beating from them if you try to leave the castle again on your own. Okay, so this is the primary exit of the castle. I guess I never got all that clear on the castle's geography. Hey, it's a lower quarter guy, I think. Please let me know when you want to rest. I'm going to see how they're doing. Okay, he's our inn, but we're not allowed to use him. Why did my comrades assist in the rebellion? No matter how charismatic Commandant Alexei was, to do something like that is just ... But you know, one wrong step and I might have followed Commandant Alexei too. I think you did. The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Alright, so we come to prison and find Raven. That is so Raven. Imprisoning yourself? That is so Raven. Half the video is gone now. I haven't even advanced things one iota. It's like, this game is too long. Spends 15 minutes trying to find the way to the fucking next floor.
He's actually sleeping. Man, I can't tell if he's brave or just stupid.
The two things aren't mutually exclusive, Yuri.
Weren't you gonna have a touching reunion with your bestest pal?
When you say touching reunion, you mean like touching her fun bags?
No, it's that lieutenant of his. She's scary.
Oh, his bestest pals, Flynn. She does not like Yuri. I think she's got this notion that, like, Yuri is her rival for Flynn's love.
Hmm? Oh, well, I guess I can see that.
What do you mean?
I think Raven's about to say the same thing I just said, actually.
Huh, well, it's just, she's so serious. Gotta be careful not to rub her the wrong way.
That's what she said.
I'm not rubbing anything anyway.
Okay, Yuri. Now you doth protest too much.
Well, you most certainly can't please all the people all the time.
Where the hell is the music going here? Why is this music starting? This is the music that played when Don Whitehorse offed himself. Why is it playing now?
I guess you're right. So what are you doing here?
It's like that one episode of Justice League Unlimited where that guy who'd been put in prison for a long time found a time machine and he built this empire for himself in the past using modern weapons, but he still lived in a little prison cell because that was the only place that he could comfortably sleep.
Oh, just thinking about stuff. Hey, why are you looking at me like that?
Why are you looking at me with comically over-exaggerated goofy face? Over-exaggerated is redundant, JG.
With all we've been through, I guess I'm just trying to figure out what I should do with myself.
Well, what have you been doing with yourself? Because that's not clear to me in the least. Were you a knight captain? Were you a rogue? I mean, how did you manage a full-time job at Altosk while you were this double life thing? They made no effort to explain how he could have passed it off. Whatever, move on.
But I keep coming up empty.
Running on
Change
empty.
wears me out.
Running.
You chose your own life. At this point, you should be able to do anything you want.
But Alice's restaurant. Well, maybe he can suddenly have a triple life. I mean, he's had a double life, and that's apparently gotten dull.
How do I put it? I already died once. Now I'm thinking about a bunch of stuff.
Wait, he died? I know that Alexei, like, saved him with this crazy Blastia heart, but was he dead before that?
But I guess thinking about settling things with Alexei is enough for now.
Well, I guess he wants to take Alexei out.
The rest will probably come out in the wash.
I'm an old man now. After all, I'm in my late 20s.
Sounds okay to me.
Speaking of settling things, I filled Estelle in on all the stuff that happened.
I figured she'd want to hear it from me before she spoke to you.
Guess what she did?
She killed herself to stop the world from being destroyed by the child of the full moon power. Sorry, Yuri.
She said I had to let her do the same thing everyone else did.
What's that?
So she smacked me on the head. Called it even.
Oh.
That's Estelle.
Wish we could have seen that.
It kind of hurt, actually.
Yeah, she had a ring on her finger.
Well, I think I'm gonna catch my shut-eye in here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna lock the door and throw away the key, old man.
Suit yourself. Try not to oversleep for once, though.
Woohoo. So I think that was mandatory. Am I still allowed to talk to him? Feels great here. Yes, so exhilarating. So much more exciting than an automatic. Why isn't Popo watching this? He'd be getting those little references. Serves him right. He wanted me. Maybe I should go back and timestamp it, but he was like, he made a comment about dreadnoughts in Let's Play Uncharted Waters, and was like, you know, he asked the question, isn't that what Zartan's lieutenants were called? Well, I guess I left the door open for JG to comment. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. Alright, what am expected of me next here? I think I just meant to wander around and find all my characters. Rita and Estelle will be by the wings in the same area. Okay. I don't really know what that means. By the wings? Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Oh, there they are. Hey, Rita and Estelle. Well, I'm not sure why that's surprising. I just read about it. I think for some reason I thought it would be Rita and Judith. Seems like I'd want to talk to Estelle first, but I'll start with Rita.
Bring the value back down, so the discrepancy with this should...
Was she doing like equations, or maybe she's looking at stocks?
Nope, it's nowhere near enough.
Oh, maybe she's trying to help Estelle control her weight. This will bring the value back down.
Yuri!
I meant to say thank you for believing in me and bringing me back and not letting me die, but thought I'd come hang out with Rita.
What are you all doing out here?
And now the wacky music plays. Raven has this little heart-to-heart over the Don White Horse kills himself theme. Now these guys are talking over the wacky theme.
Shut up and leave me alone! Oh, it's you.
Oh, that's why it's wacky. Because Rita is wacky.
Nice to see you, too. So what kind of experiment is this, anyway?
Well, actually, Yuri, it's the kind of experiment where we don't need men present. You know, that kind of experiment. We're in the college age.
Is something wrong?
No, it's being kept well under control. And it's stable.
Yeah, Estelle's libido.
As annoying as it is to admit, Dane Nomos and this system of Alexei's are both pretty amazing.
So then where's the problem?
Zawizan, Rizamata, Kato, Salur, just leave me alone. I don't know.
The effective area of control is more limited than I thought.
Yeah, sure.
The control barrier originates at the barrier Blastia. She's stable inside it, but she can't leave. I guess Dane Nomos alone couldn't take the place of all those Apatheia.
What? I thought they set her free from that thing, and that's why she's not dead.
So long trips are out of the question.
Well, at least Yuri knows what she's talking about.
Also, the barrier Blastia is part of the system. As long as it's in use, this city is defenseless.
Oops.
That's why I'm out here trying to figure out a way for her to move around freely.
Wait, she can't move? Or she can't leave the barrier? What?
Why can't Estelle just take Dainomos with her wherever she goes?
Because you own it, and she doesn't want to hang around with you.
It was really only designed to contain air that's gone out of control.
Mm-hmm. Who designed Dame Nomos? Well, that's not open that can.
I don't think it could actually affect Estelle in any way.
I guess that's how it was with Duke, too.
Our old friend Duke.
Don't worry, I'll come up with something. Or my name isn't Rita Mordio.
Doodly doodly doodly. My name isn't Rita Mordio. I'm getting married, guys.
I won't let Estelle wind up trapped like that again. Nobody treats my friend like just some thing.
Did you find thing?
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Stell, I guess we'll talk later. Wink.
Nothing to worry about. You've got the best genius under the sun with you.
Of course, we got some night shift geniuses that could do even better work.
Yes, I know Rita can help me.
I was really expecting a little bit more of a reunion between Estelle and Yuri than we got. Maybe I'm the one who's like needs to like grow up and get with it, and just because he's the main male character and she's the main female character, they're gonna like fall in love. But no, it's just like,
Hey, Yuri, what's up? Yep. Hey.
I'll have this ready by tomorrow. You get yourself to bed.
Wink. Estelle and
yeah, no, she's winking. It's not me. I'm trying not to like be like have my mind in the gutter all the time. I don't know what about this game brings that out at me, but it's like,
you get yourself to bed. Estelle and I will be going to bed later.
Okay, okay. Don't push yourself too hard. Same to you, Estelle.
take this experiment slowly. Don't let this new part of your personality that you didn't realize before frighten you. Estelle has nothing to say to him.
It's good to see Rita so dedicated and involved, not like before, even though this is probably for her research.
She's been madly in love with you for the entire game.
Apply the value of pi here. The equation of, no, that won't work. I need a terminating, non-repeating decimal, or a non-terminating repeating decimal. I can't do it with a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal.
I don't know why the relationship between the radius of a circle and its area would matter. Pi is the relationship between the radius and the circumference, or is it the radius and the diameter, or is it the radius and the area? Or I just need to be quiet now. Why did my comrades assist in the rebellion? Oh, I just don't get it. So, I guess I just wander around until I bump into everybody I'm supposed to bump into, and then the story can come back. Well, there's Carol and repeat. If Judith is in this room too, we're almost done.
I think it would be best to remain in the capital and lend a hand to its destruction. I mean, reconstruction. But he wants to leave on our trip as soon as possible.
Oh, these two. These two lovable little boys. And their fantasy trip.
I'll get the food while the men are out looking around the city. You can't fight on an empty stomach, right?
That's right, woman. There's all sorts of dangerous adventure to be had. You stay here and cook. I guess somebody has to. First, the men are going to lower quarter to see how things are. I hope it's not too bad.
Next, we'll clean up the city. We're gonna get rid of all the immigrants and the poor.
I'm sorry.
I say, Beanpole and Porky are actually helping rebuild the city. See, they're nice guys. You should really be nicer to them, Yuri.
You're calling them Beanpole and Porky.
Oh man, it's so bad.
That's pretty out of no man. I don't have that much longer to live. Shut up, thanks. Greatest generation, my ass, thanks. Thanks, Yuri. You've really come through for us.
What the hell is...
I guess this is all just one scene.
Yuri's working for a great boss. A little on the young side, but...
Oh, never mind. It's not.
Yee, what a cute little boss.
Ethos poses. Carol's not the boss. Don't be fooled. Sniff.
What's up, Carol?
What up, gangsta?
Oh, Yuri! Take a look! It's as good as new!
I was just telling these gullible children how I'm your boss.
Good to see you're as useful as ever. That's not yours, though, is it?
I'm not even sure what it is, so,
It's mine!
Thanks.
I was just talking to you. Why am I surprised you're here? And why is that, I'm guessing, girl, Next to Carol, so shocked.
This boy's been fixing up all the stuff that got knocked around in that commotion.
Turning all of it into purses. Or man purses.
Even went back to the lower quarter to pick all these things up.
Jesus, Yuri, are you asleep for like 2 days?
Actually, Repeat found most of it.
He's got steel skills. And, he's got a pipe, but where's his fake mustache?
These are my favorite shoes, and you can't hardly see where they got torn. This guy's awesome.
I'm a psychopath!
He sewed up a dress that was very important to me. Thanks again for that.
I can't believe you found a patch kit for my black leather dress.
Are you sure about doing this, Carol? Tomorrow's the final battle.
Really? Wow, maybe I am close to the end. You sure about doing this, Carol? When you're good at doing something, never do it for free. I learned that from the Joker.
It's okay. I was actually a little worried.
About the lack of purses, dresses, and shoes in this city.
I couldn't really sleep anyway when I started thinking about the battle tomorrow. I just thought I might as well help out if there was anything I could do.
When Tales of Vesperia tells you the battle is tomorrow, they mean that you could play the game non-stop and in real-time terms. The battle will occur tomorrow. You can spend the next 12 hours playing this game before you actually advance far enough in all these cutscenes to get to the battle. Huh. Whatever.
I didn't think Repeat would want to come help, though. I was a little surprised.
But it turns out that Repeat is just really confused and he thought I was you.
He probably guessed what you were thinking. He doesn't just go along with anything.
It's amazing that he hangs out with me, considering I killed his father.
Yeah, I guess.
He's like, whatever. Sick of both you bozos.
Well, don't push your luck.
I was expecting, like, Repeat to hug you.
Ah, come on, Repeat.
Stop presenting your tale.
Oh, this boy's got a bright future ahead of him.
In purse repair!
You are looking at the esteemed boss of our guild.
There can only be one snake and one boss.
You might learn a thing or two from him yourself, you know.
I'd love to learn a thing or two about a thing or two.
He walked right into that one.
It wasn't a joke!
Memories support the heart, and our dearest possessions are the vessels for those memories.
A man can spend his whole life running before he realizes he's running from himself. Captain, every year in my life I grow more and more convinced that the wisest and best is to fix our attention on the good and the beautiful, if you just take the time to think about it.
Thank you, young man.
You're welcome. You know, use a Hickory Garms gift box if you got one in you. Is that what you're holding right there?
I'll just do a little more, and then I'll call it a night.
Okay, I'm calling it a night right now. Get some vodka shooters.
Okay, just don't overdo it.
Yeah, I know.
And I gotta go find Judith. Somebody's gotta get freaky with me if it's not gonna be Estelle. I mean, it's like save the world. I'm not gonna get any, you know what? This is like this. This goes here. This is kind of fun. Well, then this goes here and whatever. Don't think any of these. You have anything new to say? Whatever. There's more curry. Not bad. Okay, so Judith is in the evil room you've been to 1,000 times before. Okay, I think if I'd been following Draki the Dwarf's guide more carefully, that would make sense. Oh, you know, there's a room that we kept having to go to unlock further. Yeah. So she hates this room because we had to keep coming here. It's like a central point when we were unlocking the rest of the castle. Oh, I feel sick. I'm so done with being at night. And with what Alexia did, nobody respects nights anymore. He feels sick. I mean, take off the helmet. You might be claustrophobic. How did you get down there? I'm incapable of traveling there.
What are you doing, Judy?
I'm trying to take a phone call.
I'm trying to see if I can contact Pharaoh again.
But he's not picking up.
If Zaude is connected to the ancient catastrophe, Pharaoh might know something about it.
Well, you know, he's giant chicken, so...
Isn't he gonna ask about Estelle?
I'm gonna pretend not to know.
I'll tell him it looks like everything will be okay.
And he'll see right through your lies.
Alright, thanks.
For the help, big man.
You know, the only real goal I've had in life has been to destroy the Hermes Blastia.
You never thought about getting married, having kids, any of that stuff? I mean, I'm not saying that's the only option available, but usually it passes through your mind if you're a lady. Well, if you're a guy, too, but you guys, you don't think about birthing them.
I didn't have to think about other things while I was doing that.
Now I have to think, and it's much more difficult than I ever imagined.
Other things?
Oh, this world. Me. Lots of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's deep. Listen, can you do something about the ears?
Had I never met Estelle, I might still be flying around with Baul, not thinking of anything.
Except the destruction of Hermes Blastia. Man, that was a beautiful life.
Pharaoh said you'd change too.
Yeah, my voice keeps going back and forth between these two weird characterizations that JG has for me.
Don't get me wrong. I'm telling him Estelle will be alright because I really believe it.
Oh man, I thought you were lying for us.
I have no intention of ignoring the Blastia or the air.
In fact, I need air to breathe.
Is that part of the lots of things you mentioned?
What is that supposed to mean?
Sorry, forget I said that.
What did it even mean?
I won't kill Estelle. Nor will I let her be killed. I also can't let Alexei go on.
Yeah, well, I'll go with you on that. Alexei is doing ass kicking.
Okay.
Whatever.
We head out tomorrow morning. Just get back by then.
Oh, she's off for Galloping.
Understood.
Aye, aye,
Judy.
Captain. I take my orders from Carol, not you.
Let's win this one.
For the Gipper.
Okay.
But only because you asked nicely.
Still sick of being a knight. Let's talk about it, buddy. Oh, God. Sorry, I glanced out at the fact that I've got on my laptop and didn't notice that I was like running in place against the wall. Alright, now what am I doing? Head right, then down. Okay, now I can talk to the innkeeper guy, I guess.
Ready to call it a day?
Yes, I am. You know, I think I'm actually coming up on the end of a video here. It was not the most efficient video ever. I got the very small paragraph in Dracula the Dork's guide behind us. But it is, in fact, time to call it a video. When we come back, I believe we will be... We probably have more cinemas to go, but I believe we'll get, like, free movement back. And, the option of going straight to after Alexei or doing side quest stuff, and you know where that's going, folks. I keep talking about how we need to wrap this thing up. It's a bit late for me to stop trying to do all the side quest stuff I can do now. Anyway, I'm the MysteriousJG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you'll tune in next time for... Well, I don't know what I can promise you. Last time, you must have been thinking that the next video would see the romantic reunion of Estelle and Yuri. Well, the reunion of Estelle and Yuri was pretty underwhelming. Surely there's something good to become in the next video of Let's Play Tales of Vesperia.